Hello students of class 7. So today I am going to start the second chapter, that is fraction. So what is a fraction? A fraction can be represented in the form of a by b, where a and b are natural numbers. Natural number starts from 1 and goes up to infinite. So here the upper part, that is a, is called the numerator and b is called the denominator. So next is what is like fraction. In like fraction we will compare two or more fraction. So whenever we compare two or more fraction and if the denominator are same, then that type of fraction is called like fraction. For example, 2 by 9, 5 by 9, 7 by 9, 8 by 9, all these are like fractions. In case of unlike fraction, just like same means just like the opposite of like fraction. In this we also have to compare two or more fraction, but if the denominators are different, then that type of fraction are called unlike fraction. For example, 1 by 2, 3 by 5, suppose 7 by 15. These are some examples of unlike fraction. Next is proper fraction. In proper fraction, numerator, the value of numerator will be less than the value of denominator. That type of fraction is called proper fraction. For example, 2 by 5 is a proper fraction because 2 is less than 5. Next is improper fraction. In improper fraction, you have to remember the 2 points. First point is the numerator should be greater than denominator. So example is 17 by 2. This is an improper fraction. 15 by 4. So these are some example of unlike fraction, of improper fraction. Next is number 2. Value of an improper fraction is always greater than 1. Because the numerator is greater than the denominator, that's why the value of improper fraction is always greater than 1. Next topic is mixed fraction. So what is a mixed fraction? The improper fraction can be expressed as mixed fraction by dividing the numerator by denominator. So why it is known as mixed? Because it has two parts. First is whole number and second is proper fraction. So it is the mixture of two numbers, that is whole number and proper fraction. That's why it is called mixed fraction. Suppose 17 by 2 can be written as 8 1 by 2. By dividing 17 by 2, we will get the answer as 8 1 by 2. Here 8 is what? 8 is whole number and 1 by 2 is what? 1 by 2 is proper fraction. So how it came? Already you know, by dividing 17 by 2, you will get the answer 8 1 by 2. So what is 8 here? 8 is a whole number, but when we divide, you will get 8 as quotient. And what is 1? 1 is the remainder you will get when you divide the number 17 by 2. And 2 is what? 2 is the divisor. So this is all about mixed fraction. Next is fraction in its simplest form or lowest form. So when we say that the fraction is in its simplest form, so if the factors of numerator and denominator is 1, then we can say the fraction is in its simplest form. For example, 3 by 5. 3 and 5 have only one factor in common, that is 1. Other than 1, it has no factor in common. So this fraction is in its simplest form. For example, if I take 15 by 3, this fraction is not in its simplest form because here the factors of 15 and 3 is 1 and also 3. That's why it is not in its simplest form, but this is in its simplest form. So next is equivalent fraction. So what is an equivalent fraction? Whenever we multiply any integer to numerator and denominator of a fraction, then we will get a new fraction. So that fraction is called equivalent fraction of the old fraction. So for example, 2 by 5. I have one fraction 2 by 5 and I want to find an equivalent fraction for 2 by 5. So just think about an integer and multiply that integer to its numerator, to the numerator and denominator. You will get a new fraction. So suppose 3. If I multiply the numerator with 3 and denominator also by 3, you will get what? 6 by 15. So we can say, first of all, what we have? We have 2 by 5. So we can say 6 by 15 is an equivalent fraction of 2 by 5. Like this, we can generate many equivalent fraction of one fraction. Again, if, we can take any negative integer also. Whenever we multiply, we can also take a negative integer also. So this is equivalent fraction. That means we can say we can find infinite number of equivalent fraction for one given fraction. So this is about equivalent fraction. Next is multiplication of fraction. So in case of fraction also we will do multiplication, we will do division. In previous class you have done addition and subtraction of fraction. So here we will first do multiplication of fraction, then next we will discuss about division. So in multiplication we have 2-3 points. So first point is how to multiply a fraction with a whole number. So I will take one fraction, suppose I have 1 by 4 and I have a whole number, suppose 3, and I want to multiply it. So how to multiply? 1 by 4 into 3 can be written as 3 by 1. 3 by 1 and 3 both are same. Next, what you have to do? You have to multiply the numerator and denominator also. You will get the answer. So numerator into numerator it will be 3 and denominator into denominator it will be 4. So answer is 3 by 4. Like this we can multiply a fraction with a whole number. Here 3 is whole number, 1 by 4 is a fraction. Second is fraction as an operator of. So this point I am going to discuss this type of question in case of operator. Means this type of question may come as of also. In place of into, it is not also written into, it may be written as of also. So the meaning is same, but if it is written of, then you have to simplify the of first, because according to Bodmas rule we first simplify the of. So how to use this operator? So see, suppose you are having 12 balls. Suppose you are having 12 balls and you want to divide the 12 balls into 4 groups. I have made 4 circles, so I want to distribute the 12 balls into 4 equal groups. What is the meaning of 4 equal groups? That means in each group equal number of balls should be present. So what I have to do? 12 balls you have to distribute in 4 groups. That means you have to write like this: 12 of 1 by 4. Why I have written 1 by 4? Because I want to distribute the 12 balls into 4 equal groups. So I have to write 1 by 4. Here this operator is used, of, and in place of what we can write? Into. That means 12 into 1 by 4. So when we will cancel it, or you can directly multiply the numerator and then next with the denominator, then also you can simplify, or you can cancel it here also. So 4 1 are 4, 4 3 are 12. The answer will be what? 3 by 1. So how many numbers of balls are there in each group? It will be, number of balls will be 3. So here we are having 3 balls. In each group we have how many balls? 3 balls. So like this you can use the operator of. So this thing and this thing both are same actually. Just this is the practical representation of this, means fraction with a whole number. So this is the representation, actual representation. So next, come to the next topic. The next topic is you have to multiply a fraction with a fraction. So see the first example, you have to multiply 1 by 2 with 3 by 4. Here you have to multiply the numerator, then secondly you have to multiply the denominator. Just same you have done in number 1 also. So the final answer is 3 by 8. So second example, see, I have taken 1 by 8 into 4 by 17. So here you can easily see that in numerator we have here 4 and here in denominator we have 8. So there is a common factor of 4 and 8, that is 4. So you can cancel it here only. So cancel it using 4. So 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are 8. You will get 1 into 1 will be 1. Then 2 into 7 it will be 34. So the final answer is 1 by 34. So like this, first you will check that in numerator and denominator is there any common factor other than 1. If there is any common factor, then just first cancel it out and then write the final answer. That means multiply the numbers and write the final fraction. So the next point is, the last point of multiplication of fraction is multiplication of mixed fraction. So here we will multiply a mixed fraction with a mixed fraction or multiplication of a mixed fraction with a whole number. So I have taken one example. So there are two methods for multiplying it. So first method is using box method. So this is a new method. So how to do using box method? So what is the example? See, you have to multiply 3 with 4 1 by 2. So in mixed fraction, as we know, we have two numbers. It is a mixture of two things. One is whole and one is fraction. So how to write in box? First of all, you have to make this type of box. So the first number you have to write, just that is 3. You have to write here 3. Then above it, just you have to vacate this space. Don't write anything. Just you have to put multiply, because we are multiplying. We are multiplying 3 with 4 first. Secondly, we will multiply 3 with 1 by 2. So 3 into 4, then next 3 into 1 by 2. So you have to vacate this space. Don't write anything except multiplication. Next, in next box we have written 4. Then next box we have written 1 by 2. Next, you have to multiply. So how to multiply? See, you have to multiply 3 with 4. It will be 12. So you have to write 12 below 4. Next, 3 into 1 by 2. So you can do 3 into 1 by 2 will be 3 by 2. So complete this box like this. Then finally what you have to do? The multiplication, the answer of multiplication, that is 12 and 3 by 2. Lastly, you have to add these two numbers. It may be fraction, it may be a whole number. Here see, 12 is a whole number and 3 by 2 is a fraction. So you can easily add by taking LCM. You can easily add this. So you will get the answer as 27 by 2. So this is about box method, the multiplication using box method. And you can do with simple multiplication also. How to do with simple multiplication? See the second point. This was the first point using box method, and the second is just convert the mixed fraction into improper fraction. So it will be what? 2 4s are 8, 8 plus 1 9. So it will be 9 by 2. Next, see, here it is what? Multiplication of a whole number with a fraction. So multiply the numerator and denominator, you will get the answer. So 27 by 2. The answer will be same. Just this is the new method, that is you can multiply with the help of box method also. So the next topic is reciprocal of a fraction, and reciprocal is also called multiplicative inverse. So what is multiplicative inverse? Inverse means you have to change the numerator with denominator. That means you have to interchange the places. So why it is written multiplicative? Multiplicative inverse. That means you can use that one in multiplication also. So first of all, I will say about reciprocal. What is reciprocal? See, numerator will be changed to denominator. So there is an example. See, reciprocal of 3 by 2 is what? 2 by 3. That means In denominator we have 2, but it will change when we are writing about reciprocal. Then the numerator will be changed to denominator and the denominator will be numerator. So reciprocal of 3 by 2 is what? 2 by 3. So in general what we can say, reciprocal of A by B is B by A. In place of A and B there may be any natural number. So this is all about today. So try to do exercise question, or you can try some examples also. So thank you for today.